Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh ya shabab, back for another vlog inshallah while I am at work. It's very quiet today because it is the day before New Year's, the New Year, which means there's like so many people in the office but no work to do. So it's pretty chill, alhamdulillah. So the video that I want to go over inshallah is this video from Abu Lahya, which is called I flew to Medina to help 50 Muslims start a business. And I don't actually watch many of his videos to be honest, but this is insane. This is so good, subhanAllah. So he delivers a free masterclass to a paid mastermind, which he recorded and put for free on YouTube. So I'm gonna give a summary on what he discusses in that masterclass because it is so there's so much value in these 15 minutes which I want you guys to take away with, especially if you want to start an online business or start some sort of business. Okay, so let me go through my notes inshallah. So he mentions, let me get the exact slide so I'm not paraphrasing. Okay, e-commerce, SMMA, copywriting, influencer marketing, closing, affiliate marketing, Amazon FBA, video editing, flipping, all of these things are just different words for the same thing. They're just fancy terms that describe the same thing, which is helping someone solve a problem and getting paid for it. That is literally all that business is. Because remember that money is just a placeholder for value. If you can give a certain amount of value to a company, then they're gonna give it you back in money, in something that you can use for something else. So he says that the four most in-demand skills are sales, tech and analytics, marketing and creativity, and operations and management. So this is in a grid with, with sales in the top left. Well, it's going to be top right for you guys, I think. I'm not sure if this video is flipped or not. But sales in the top left, marketing and creativity in the top right, tech and analytics in top bottom left, operations and management in bottom right. So then he has a second grid for your personality traits. So imagine that you have the columns of what are the columns? Okay, the column. Okay, I don't know how he did these columns, but he has another grid for the four personality traits. So young and introverted, young and extroverted, young and introverted, all experienced and introvert, and experienced and extrovert. So these correspond with each other. So people who are young and extroverted, you guys should be in sales. People who are young and introverted, you guys should be in marketing and creativity. If you're experienced and introvert, you should be in tech and analytics. And if you're experienced and extroverted, you should be in operations and management. So remember that he mentioned that this applies to, the mass population, which means, of course, there are going to be exceptions to this general rule. But yeah, it was really nice to see this because I am young and extroverted. And the fact that he says if you're young and extroverted, you should be in sales, that was really, really interesting because that's what I'm trying to get into. And I fit that criteria. So inshallah guys, I'm gonna get a job in sales very soon. And then next, he mentions that, for example, roles that hire for sales specifically, there's setting and closing. So I'm not sure if you guys know much about sales, but sales has two main positions. Setting or appointment setters, these are people who find the clients to actually book on a call. And then closing is that when the setters have already booked that meeting with you guys, the closer, your job is to close the deal, let's say. He gave a good example of this because not all businesses are online. Let's see the example he gave. Okay.
Deal. There's also a guy that calls you and says, hey, I know you've been interested in the Mercedes, and would you like to come into the shop? Right? This is the setter. The guy who closes the deals is the guy who inside the shop selling you the deal live. Does that make sense?
Okay. Yeah, that's the example he used. If you're in a car showroom and you're selling the car in real life in the showroom, then that's a closer. If you're the person on the phone asking, yo, do you want to come into the showroom and have a meeting with us, look at our car, then that is the appointment setter, actually getting the client in for the meeting. And then moving on, we have, this is really important, guys. The biggest reason, he says this past year alone, the biggest mistake preventing everyone from making money is not taking action. The reason you're not making money is because you're not taking action and you're lacking consistency. It took Abu Lahya, the guy who's delivering this mastermind, 3 years to make his first dollar online. 3 years. And he's now a 7-figure Muslim entrepreneur. Imagine, many of us would not even imagine pursuing something, not getting any results for 3 years. But that's what it takes. In entrepreneurship, in business, you guys have to be doing things at length without seeing results if you actually want to make it. You're going to have to do things that are repetitive. You're going to have consistency and discipline when things are tough, right? That is what's going to get you results in entrepreneurship, inshallah, if this is genuinely something you want to go into. But the reason it took him 3 years, he said, is because he didn't know. He had no direction. He didn't know what to do. And that's why it took so long. So that's why he created a 100-day action plan for anyone watching to master one skill and start making money from it. So first, week one, you want to watch as much content as possible on the thing you're trying to learn. And then week 2 is start implementing and reaching out to people who already do this skill and then network with them and understand how their role works. Then week 3, you want to become an expert at the thing. Ask the people from week 2 to train you on being good. And the goal of this is so that by the end of week 3, you become good enough to deliver the service yourself. Then week 4, inshallah, you want to find someone and then make it free for them. Provide the service, do it completely for free, spend 2 weeks doing this and perfecting your skill. The goal of this is to become good enough to deliver the service yourself. Then week 6, after you've had those 2 weeks of free work for that client, find your first paying client, regardless how much you're making. Just ask them for the most amount of money they would be okay paying you. The goal of this is to work for 4 weeks being paid and ask for a raise or find other clients, ask for $200 a month. Then week 10, after you've had those 4 weeks of paid work, find a better paying client from the network using the case studies you've created from those 2 clients you've had, and then aim to make $1,000 a month. And you guys can do that, man. You guys can actually do that. In 10 weeks, you can be in a position where you know nothing about a skill to actually making 1K a month. And the only thing that's stopping you is taking action and being consistent. That's the only thing stopping you. Abu Lahya says it. And he's a 7-figure Muslim entrepreneur. So that's the main thing I wanted to deliver in this video. I've been trying to talk quickly and it's been 8 minutes already, subhanAllah. That's how much value he provided in that short video. And then in terms of other things I wanted to mention. Yeah, guys. If you guys use AI, which you need to be doing if you want to catch up with everyone else, AI helps you do things way faster. If you're managing a team, well, AI can replace your team. I don't need a copywriter. I don't need someone to write scripts. I don't need someone to help check my emails. AI will do that for me. And the thing is, I've been using one conversation on ChatGPT for so long, which means it's very laggy. So literally, if you have a long conversation on ChatGPT, ask it, create a ChatGPT prompt using all the things that we've mentioned in this conversation. And then literally create a Notion page with all your AI prompts for ChatGPT or whatever AI tools you're using, like this. So I've prompts for creating a LinkedIn post, outreaching on LinkedIn, Tajweed al-Musawwar, my workplace, creating the Arabic word, doing scripting, Instagram reel captions. I have AI prompts for all of these things, and if I want to do any of those things, I just copy and paste the prompts, write the information, and then it will do it for me. And I know it will give me something good because I've already refined that prompt. So this is what you need to be doing if you want to speed up your workflow, inshallah. Get that good baseline, create it into a prompt, and then when you have to repeat that task over and over again, you can do it instantly. And that's the purpose of AI, using it as a tool to do things quicker and quicker. Which reminds me of an interesting thing that someone else said, is that if AI can help you do things 2 times quicker, that means you need 2 times half as many people to do that thing. So remember when people, I've heard people say AI is going to take software engineering, it's going to replace all the computer scientists, programmers. And if AI can help you do programming 2 times faster, you need half as many people to do the same work, right? And this is why you need to be very proactive with whatever you're doing, because you always need to excel. You always need to stay ahead of the other people in your industry, inshallah. Hopefully this helps. Make sure to stay healthy, stay hygienic. I slept 4 hours yesterday, currently doing a 12-hour shift, and hope you have an amazing rest of your day. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.